Oh my goodness. I need to. I need to hold my practice sword here. Yes. Uh, the past few days, I have not been making very many videos. And yeah, I kind of got myself a little worked up because the whole Kappa thing, and then there's, yeah, I know there's more to it than just Kappa. But anyways, I'm drinking cheap today. Not even alcohol. I'm drinking Mountain Lightning from Walmart. But anyways, okay, I had to zoom in on this. Okay, I after the weird glitches that are occurring with the YouTube Studio app when I was trying to say update various videos so that they are not listed as for kids or are listed for kids, which I have yet to decide entirely whether I want some videos to be listed for kids or not for kids. I may choose to say put all my Mario Kart videos under listed for kids or something like that. But I'm going with the default of not for kids for now, and I will possibly change some of them later. Particularly all the E-rated games and the more youth-oriented, more youth-friendly. Ow, my leg. I got this weird muscle twitch that goes on in some of my extremities of my body every so often, but it's happening in my knees, particularly my right knee lately, and all of a sudden it'll just pull and But anyways, I had that really goofy glitch that happened, and in one of the videos I actually showed you one of the goofy glitches, but the other one was where I would go in there and I would set it to not for kids, and I would come back and check it because I decided, oh yeah, I should update some other information in the video to make it more compatible with YouTube search algorithms and other stuff like that. And then I already suddenly noticed that it would change it to for kids. And then I also came across videos where it was listed for kids, but it would switch them when I entered them to for kids and restrict them to people 18 or older. So apparently some of my videos are both appropriate for some reason my YouTube app thinks that my videos should be switched into for kids, but are also restricted to people older than 18. And then there was also the example that you saw in the video where I was flipping in and out, and I come back into one of the videos, and it would move over, and it would switch it off of not for kids to not selected, and then it would flip it to 18 years or older. So I, at that point, kept working on that a little bit after I did the video. And then in the video I decided, hey, I'm stressing out over this, so I might as well say like, hey, I am going to take a few days off. But then the announcement of the Pokemon Direct occurred. So I decided, I might as well do a actual video for the Pokemon Direct. And I might as well do the video for the Pokemon Direct. And this is one of those moments where I haven't done it in years, where I've made a video the very moment it was actually happening. So it was actual live stream, and not an actual live stream for me. Okay, it was an actual video that I made during the live stream of the Pokemon Direct, not the later release of it as a general video. And then I uploaded it a few minutes after the Pokemon Direct ended, which took about 30 minutes for it to upload to YouTube. So that video is on there. I tried out a new app I downloaded, screwed it up a little bit at the beginning and accidentally started the app with the screen in vertical mode. So all of a sudden, you don't turn it to landscape in that video, because if you put it to landscape, it shrinks the whole thing, screen down to a little postage stamp in the center of the screen. And so yeah, that didn't work out too well. But then the Pokemon company, the official Pokemon channel here on YouTube, claimed the video in 2 spots. And I looked at the 2 spots in which the Pokemon company claimed it on, and they claimed it at the 2 points where I basically stopped talking and I was just really watching the video for a short period of time. So it's clear that they didn't claim the entire video end to end. They claimed only like the 2 little chunks where I paused for a moment and was just watching everything happen, because I was really fascinated as what was going on. And at that moment, yeah, that's why I don't do live streams of live events, because I just really want to focus on what is happening. Even though I have a talent for predicting things as it happens. So, yeah. I'm the kind of person who my humor actually is reactive. If you ever met me in person in public, I would be a very shy person. But if you're hanging out with me at work or something like that, and I'm socializing with people, my humor is reactive. People will be saying a bunch of things, and I will just say something, and everyone would crack up because I took something someone said and I either repeated a part of it or I tagged a word or 2 on to the end of it, and everything they just were talking about turns into a joke. Oftentimes very blue, purple joke territory, you know. One of my coworkers is now traumatized by the thought of cream soda, because every time someone buys cream soda and brings it in, they look over at Cole and say, "You want some cream?" And everyone cracks up because we turned it into such a running joke there. But anyways, yeah, my humor is actually oddly reactive. So if my channel is my icon is Zygarde 10% form plus Doge. I have a hard time speaking, so there's a bit of the Doge in there, or Dogi. But anyways, that is symbolic of the fact that this channel is at less than 10% of its true absolute potential. I would get further, my channel would be way better if I had someone sitting over here or talking with me, and we would be making jokes back and forth and playing video games and doing news. Okay, most of my humor is largely dark, purple blue, reactive, synergetic humor. Blend of nerd, and as I said, dark in there. So, yeah, I do believe I said dark 3 times now to describe my humor. But also purple blue. Purple is, for anyone not knowing, is basically guy humor, and purple is what I describe as homosexual humor, which is an extension of blue humor. So now you know what cream is related to. But anyways, so I had that whole thing with the Pokemon Direct. I uploaded it, and as I said, the Pokemon channel claimed the video. I don't get very many views on my videos, so the joke's on them. But anyways, they released it sometime on January 11th. So they had the claim up for January 9th. into the morning of January 10th, or to all of January 10th, and then they released it on January 11th, and I did not even reply back to them. I was doing a bunch of research, looking into a whole bunch of other things, and it turns out since the video was a reaction video, it is clearly locked under fair use, and due to the H3H3 lawsuit, it is now a protected category of video on YouTube. So reactions are protected categories. You claim that it's a reaction video and it's fair use, and YouTube, like, you had to release the claim on it. We're going to review it, and you're going to have to release the claim on it. So the funny thing is all I had to do is just go that route, and the Pokemon channel would have to give it up. But they gave it up. So my best guess is my friend Thunder Productions released his video on January the 10th, and he didn't get copyright claimed. By the way, he has a really nice channel. He mostly does Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He's actually a really good player. You should go over to check his channel out. He's a little bit bigger than me. He did animations a long time ago. At some point, a part of me says I would really love it if he took his love of animation and his love of video games and just stuck them together. And he would have a nice channel. He would have he's actually quite humorous and enjoyable to listen to, unlike me, you know. But anyways, I got a fly that keeps visiting me. I've been thinking of switching up the videos it was on the channel and going more M and T rated route to get further away from the kid category, but I might actually reclassify some of my videos as for kids, as I said before. So the past few days have been a little bit of torture. I've been at the scrapyard / recycling center. I've been dealing with a lot of douchebags. The weather's been getting cold. It's snowing outside. I drive a tiny little smart car. I could be driving my truck, but that has a twisted frame on it, and so it kind of drives weird in the snow on the road. And I live in Wisconsin, snows everywhere. Lucky for me, I'm naturally talented at drift racing, so I scare a lot of people by drifting around corners. So, yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm literally one of the most valuable people at my place of employment, I probably would have been. Oh, God. I need to change up something. I need to grow this channel to a ridiculous size. It's just so I could just focus on making awesome stuff. Which I had to get a really good computer. I got a good laptop, but it's somewhat old and basic in the editing. But I have to get into that, and I have to make some fun stuff, and I have to get some people to hang out with me. And I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of fun stuff. So, a lot of fun ideas for the channel, but I don't have the resources and time and money to do them all. So it's all just a growing process. It's just a matter of building up the channel till the point where I can remonetize the channel and get a basic amount of earnings back so I can cover my rent and electricity and food, and enough to reinvest into new stuff. Incidentally, inside one of these boxes, there is a few new upgrades for the channel. They're not major upgrades, by the way, but they're really neat little items that will add a bit to this channel and future channels. At some point, and if I ever get a bunch of, if I get enough build up under the quality of the enough support under the channel, I'll put up a little studio, maybe get a new place and get a studio in there, and at which point the quality of the videos will rise quite notably. So thank you very much for stopping by. If you have any thoughts on the matter, if you have any thoughts on the matter, feel free to drop it in the comments below. I've been going through a rough patch the past few weeks. I kind of go through rough patches here and there. I've been actually gone on to intermittent fasting here and there, so I stopped eating during the day, and that kind of leads me into a slightly grumpier or hangrier mood, like Morphico. So I'm going to probably start back up onto the gameplay videos starting this coming Monday. I have not entirely gotten to the point where I'm thinking of. I might actually just simply start with doing putting the Mario Karts on a daily. Putting one of the video game franchises on a daily. I will not be doing Mario Kart on Tour. I have a lot of gripes with it. I'm gonna save this for another video, but I'm going to talk at more length about some stuff with Mario Kart on Tour. There's a lot of patterns that are kind of lining up with it, and then there's also stuff that is spreading from it that is not terribly comforting. Yes, indeed. Well, I'll see you in that video. If you want to watch it, you clearly tell on the channel that it will be the Mario Kart on Tour video. It basically will be an early review or early months review. The first few months and into the future. Yes, I think I will go that route. The first few months review and my thoughts and fears of the future of Mario Kart on Tour. Yes, it will be dramatic. I cannot unscrew this pummel. It's all polystyrene practice sword. Gotta get practicing. Gotta go get my good co-worker that has been training in the art of the sword, or in his case, the art of the giant club, because he likes to club shit, and practice with him. Probably should order another one. I do have this package, which I'm quite sure is another or something in this line. So, see you in the future, and thank you for returning in the future.